Indeed. By July then, we were getting the behavioural insights encouragement to wear masks. And in July, we were asking what kind of masks are the best kind of masks to wear. So on screen now we had one example of a design that was being presented about at the time.
That didn't take off, did it, that one?
No, that one didn't, but it got a tick at the time because that one would have been satisfactory to meet the guidelines that were being given out. That's what we were doing at the time. This situation of wearing multiple masks that was going to get a tick.
With a political motive, presumably, by the flag. So this would have been a pro-Biden mask, I would have thought.
No, well, I don't know. That's debatable. But Biden did pioneer the double and the triple layer mask.
Right.
He had them strapped on, sort of sometimes 3 at a time. So
Okay.
obviously he's very at risk. So he had extra protection.
And so according to the guidelines, then this mask would have worked. So that one gets a tick. And then let's see what comes next. This one, no, that one wasn't going to work. So apparently if you were a thespian or into some kind of strange activities with plastic masks.
Well, probably a cabinet meeting, that would be standard attire, Mike, I would think.
Yes, we believe that this mask would have satisfied the guidelines.
The coffee filter.
The coffee filter would
That's
have.
amazing PPE right there. That we actually gave that our Mask of the Year award. That particular model is cheap. It's cheap. It's reusable. I mean, disposable. You can carry 10 of those. You can go the whole day with fresh masks all day using the coffee filter model. I think it's brilliant.
And then this was another suggestion which apparently also would have met the guidelines at the time.
And as we pointed out at the time, the double benefit of this is if you're feeling a bit,
Peckish,
you can just eat your way out of that and take another leaf off.
Which means you can drink as well, because if it's a substantial meal, you can have a drink. So if you go into a pub wearing one of these, you can simply sit down and get your pint of beer and then eat your face mask.
Well, it depends. Will the government deem that as a substantial meal, or should we be looking at designing a Scotch egg mask? Maybe.
Possibly. And well, this one.
I love this one.
Apparently, that would have satisfied the requirements. So that was given a tick at the time. This one definitely satisfied the requirements. If you wanted to wear that.
Pick one of those up on eBay for $5.99, by the way.
Very good. And then this one, well, look, we weren't certain about this one because that might have satisfied the letter of the rules with respect to the mask, but it may not have been too satisfactory to the counter-terrorism police.
It could cause a panic if you walked into certain shops and certain hamlets in the country, but it's perfectly okay in London, probably.
Okay. And then this mask, well, sorry, but that one just isn't going to do the job.
But it's just about as effective, really, according to the latest peer-reviewed study from Denmark. It's about as effective as a mask against COVID.
But we have one more mask, which is real, and if you look carefully at the eyes, you'll work out who is wearing it. So here you go. So that mask
looks very familiar.
Yes.
Who is that? Looks like. Is that a minister?
It could well be a Minister of State, a Secretary of State. But sadly, that mask apparently is not satisfactory because there's a zipper there that wouldn't have worked.
It's a restraining zipper, I think.
Yes.
It's a technical term, proper technical term there.
Indeed.
Okay.
Okay, well, look.